Hey, it's me, Renee. I'm back. So today is actually UN's International Reading Day. Because of that, I kind of wanted to do another video. As you may already see, I've already posted another video today. This is going up after that. And yeah, so this is a few, not all, but a few of my favorite books. Instead of like doing all my favorites or like talking about all the favorite stuff, because today's a Wednesday, I said I'm gonna show off all the books that are in the middle of my favorite series. So not the first book, not the last book, but the books that are in the middle. So if it's a trilogy, the second book, if it's a sixth book, third book, and etc. etc. I have planned to make this slightly shorter, but I haven't really, as we often do with videos when it's not tagged, I haven't planned this video, so this might be longish, might be shorter. Who knows? But yeah, let's start. First, we have Shadowcase, which is the third in the Vampire Academy series. 6 books. This is actually becoming a TV series. They're filming it as we speak. Quite fun. So I'm thinking I might actually do another video talking about this. Well, I'll talk about the TV series based on this. And yeah, I found this in 2009. I was buying stuff 2010. I was buying stuff online, and I kind of saw if you like this, you might like this. So I bought the 2 first books in the series. The first book I enjoyed. Second book I was enjoyed more, and this third book made me absolutely hooked. I mean, you kind of have to, because like all the stuff's been building up, and how this book ends is kind of like, oh, I mean, it's kind of difficult not to be hooked crazy after this book. And yeah, I love this series so much. Still one of my favorite reads. I used to reread it every year. I haven't read it in a while actually, but I want to. I probably will before the TV series. And yeah, let's move on to next book, because I have a few reads here, quite a few. Then we have Mean Spirits and Youngblood, partially because this is a long series, but also like the books I have of the series are bind-ups. So I had, and it's 6 book series, so number 3 and number 4 are together. So that kind of works, because that's quite in the middle, at least I would say. And yeah, it's a third and a fourth book in a miniature series by Meg Havert. Love this so much. I found it when I was 15, and it's so precious to me. And this is actually becoming a Netflix a Netflix movie franchise. And from what Meg's saying, it might kind of come to Netflix next year. So is that. So cross my fingers. And yeah, very excited. In case you don't know, because this is older than Vampire Academy, maybe a bit less known, this is about Sue Simon. She's mediator, which means she can talk to ghosts, and she kind of helps them move on. It was slightly like the TV series Ghost Whisperer, but like with a bit more sass, and set with a teen. And yeah, it's just very good. Check it out. Yeah, actually moving quite fast. Well, why not? Sometimes I'm fast talking. And there are quite a few books here. Then we have The Crown of Embers, the second one in the. What's the series called? It's just called The Girl Fine and Thorns. Is it not? Yeah, it's just called that. Sometimes it's just the name of the first book, really. And yeah, this is a high fantasy YA set in a Latin American inspired world, which I love so much. This is the second one in the series. As I said, either the second one or the middle one I'm going to talk about. And yeah, this is so good. Love it so much. Everyone should pick it up. It's just amazing. Then we have Fire by Kirsten Cashore. So So this is her second book. This actually used to be a Gushing trilogy, but they actually came out a fourth one earlier this year. Haven't gotten it yet, but yeah, plan to do that. And yeah, this is based around the protagonist is actually called Fire. She can control fire, and she's kind of seen upon, like, looked as kind of a beast, kind of a monster-ish person. And it takes kind of the whole question of like, and then her dad was just a very abusive dude, and it kind of talks about how, like, is it kind of like what makes a beast and what makes a person, and how do you, what's a good person, what's a bad person, kind of philosophical, really. And yeah, just an amazing story. Then we have a book series I haven't talked about in, actually, I think a few months, but it's back. Great time to come out. It is The Guardians of Time. So this is The Dark, which is the second book in what used to be a trilogy. Now it's a quartet. Marion Curley talked lately about a fifth book coming up soon. So, yay. And yeah, so this is a time travel series. It's set in Australia, but it's not like very set. It's not like you see the Sydney Bridge and all that stuff. Well, in the fourth book you see some of that, but like in the first three books it's not really that prevalent, but you kind of know it's there. That's where it's at. And yeah, it's just, it has curses and prophecies and just all these amazing aspects to it, and I love it so much. And yeah, check it out. Also, beautiful cover, beautiful. Then we have a book I actually haven't talked about in a long time, but it doesn't mean it's not bad. I mean, I have so many favorite book reads, as you kind of know. I mean, I've read my whole life. I find awesome books often, so, well, often-ish, so that's how it happens, really. And yeah, so we have Haunted by Joy Pebble. So this is the second book in a trilogy, a Dreaming Anastasia trilogy. A trilogy based around Anastasia Romanoff, so it's Anastasia Romanoff retelling. It's set both slightly in the past, but also in, like, the present in the United States, and yeah, it's just done so well. Also, often, yeah, if you're looking for a read where the protagonist love interest is shy and not cocky or arrogant, check out this series. The love interest in this one is so endearing, so shy. He kind of thinks, can she like me? Should I do something right? Have I done something right? What am I going to say? What am I going to say? He's so endearing, and it's just so refreshing, really, to see love interests who aren't cocky or arrogant, who are just as insecure as us females. Though I'm not saying that every female are insecure, but yeah, you get my point. And then we have An Extraordinary Union by I would say Alexandra. That's not right. By Alyssa Cole. So technically, this is the second one in a companion series. You don't need to read them all, but and also, I just realized now, this is first book. Why am I? Because I was silly. Anyway, okay, I'm just gonna talk about this one because I found it, and yeah, my video, my rules. Anyway, this is amazing historical romance spy. Yeah, I would say it was both a historical spy story, but also romance. And it's just done so cool, so well, and it's in the South with a African American protagonist, which doesn't really happen that much, at least to my knowledge. And also, like, she kind of also talks about that in the forward, no, in the author's note, that often a lot of historical fiction books set in the Civil War in the United States, are often about, like, brothers and, like, the white people and all what happened with them. Never about the black people, but they had stories themselves. So yeah, and also protagonist in this one, she has she has, oh god, oh, this is so funny. She has photographic memory, which is very rarely seen, at least in books. And I just love that was just done so cool, and yeah, I just love this book in general. And yeah, so good book. You need to read it. Read it, everyone. Look at you, you, and you. Read it. Then we're going to go into steampunk actually territory. These are actually the last 3 books. And yeah, they're all actually steampunk, too, by the same author. And yeah, so we have Defy or Defend, which is the second in this series, though I'm a bit stupid. I'm not quite sure how many books they're supposed to be. They're supposed to follow this set of characters. I'm thinking the characters are 5 maybe there are 5 people. Might be wrong. Anyway, so far this is the second book that's come out, so I'm going to talk about it. As I said, second book or middle book, so yeah. So this is the story of Dimity and how she finds a love of her life. It's also about her, being a spy and doing spy things and finding a mystery in a vampire hive. And yeah, it's just like the cover kind of says it all in a way, because it's just quirky and so fun, and it's a bit long actually than the other novellas. I mean, it is longer. It is 250 pages. The other ones are 110 and stuff. So you get very good money for your buck here, and yeah, I just recommend very much. It is like it's a standalone, so you don't have to read other stuff. Like this, it just refer to stuff from other books. So like if you want to try this whole universe, I'd say read first the series where you first meet her, and then try this. Though I suppose you can also just go to Weekend and read this. It's up to you really. And then we have Courtesies and Conspiracies, which is the series where we first meet Dimity. And so this is a YA spy historical series set in a school for spies. And it's just very, very fun. It's 4-book series, and yeah, just lots of hijinks and shenanigans, and yeah, it's just an amazing series. Then we have It's Just Screenigma by what's it, by Colleen Stoker. So not Stoker, Colleen Gleason. So this is a 5-book series. This is another middle grade. Well, middle grade YA young YA. They start as 14 and then they end up as 17. But like none of the books have lots of. They don't have sex. They don't have. Swearing, and there's not that much violence. So I suppose you can read it when you're 12, but then you can also read it when you're older. So I suppose up to you really. Sorry. And yeah, this is a steampunk series, another one, as I said. It follows the niece of Bram Stoker, the Wolf Dracula, and also the brother of the niece of Sherlock Holmes, and the and the sister of Bram Stoker. So it's kind of fun because Bram Stoker is a real life person, while Sherlock Holmes is invented. So it kind of mixes reality, like our reality, and like fiction. In this story, they're both real. There's a small time travel aspect to it, which I love. And there's a quite fun trickster character, and it has amazing covers and this multiple point of view, and it's just an amazing series. People should definitely check it out. And that's it for today. Well, 14 minutes, not too long. I would say that's good not to have it too long, really. It was my point to not have it too long. And as you can see, this is my other shelf. in my, just gonna give you a little tour in my bedroom. So first you have time travel shelf, then you have models, and then you have there's jigsaw puzzles, and yeah, also yeah, at the top there's a Norwegian comic, and yeah. So yeah, I hope you like this video. If you have any thoughts, leave me them in the comments, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye!